looks like something that was put out by a 10th grader.
I suppose anyone...
Ainsley Earhardt is one of the most recognizable faces on Fox News, admired for her charm, confidence, and radiant smile. To millions of viewers, she's the warm, cheerful co-host who lights up Fox and Friends each morning. But behind that grace and professionalism lies a story of personal pain, heartbreak, and resilience. Ainsley's life hasn't always been as picture-perfect as it seems on TV. From broken marriages and betrayal to public controversies and the tragic loss of her mother, she has weathered storms most can only imagine. This is the untold story of how Ainsley Earhardt turned personal darkness into quiet strength. A Southern beginning filled with dreams. Ainsley Earhardt was born on September 20th, 1976, in Spartanburg, South Carolina, a place known for its Southern charm and small-town values. She grew up surrounded by warmth and family love as the middle child in a lively household. When her family moved to the Foxcroft area of Charlotte, North Carolina, Ainsley's curiosity about people and stories began to take shape. Her teachers at Sharon Elementary noticed her gift for speaking and her ability to connect with others, qualities that would one day define her career. Later, when the Earhardts moved again to Columbia, South Carolina, Ainsley continued to thrive, excelling at Spring Valley High School. She was ambitious, popular, and full of life. Those early years shaped her into a woman with confidence, faith, and an unshakable sense of purpose that would carry her through even the darkest times ahead. Building a foundation at the University of South Carolina. After finishing high school in 1995, Ainsley first planned to attend Florida State University. But destiny led her back home when she decided instead to enroll at the University of South Carolina. It was here that she found her true calling. Studying journalism, she immersed herself in the world of storytelling, learning how to use her voice not just to report facts, but to connect with audiences on a personal level. The years she spent on campus were transformative, filled with growth, learning, and the excitement of chasing a dream. She graduated with a degree in journalism, ready to conquer the world of broadcasting. What Ainsley didn't know then was that her rise to fame would come at a personal cost. The career she worked so hard for would eventually demand sacrifices that would test her heart and faith in ways she could never have imagined. A rising star in local news. Ainsley's first big step into professional journalism came when she joined WLTX, a CBS affiliate in Columbia, South Carolina. She covered everything from local crime to community events, quickly earning a reputation for her approachable style and warmth. Viewers adored her. She wasn't just another news anchor. She was someone they trusted. Her charm and professionalism earned her recognition as Personality of the Year by Columbia Metropolitan Magazine, an honor that confirmed she was destined for greatness. But Ainsley wasn't content to stay in one place. Eager to expand her career, she moved to San Antonio, Texas, to work at KENS-TV. The move was risky, but it paid off. Hosting morning newscasts, she continued to refine her voice and sharpen her storytelling skills. Her drive and faith kept her moving forward, always believing that each step, no matter how difficult, was part of a bigger plan for her life. Love, marriage, and the harsh reality of success. While Ainsley's career was flourishing, her personal life also seemed full of promise. She married her college sweetheart, Kevin McKinney, in 2005, and together they moved to New York City when she landed her dream job at Fox News. The move symbolized new beginnings for her career and her marriage. But life in the city was fast-paced, and the demands of television journalism soon strained their relationship. The couple struggled to balance personal time with work commitments, and by 2009, their marriage had fallen apart. The divorce was quiet, but deeply painful. For Ainsley, it was her first major heartbreak. Yet, even in the midst of emotional turmoil, she turned her pain into purpose. She poured her energy into her work, earning respect within Fox News as she climbed the ranks. Her determination and grace during that difficult chapter became an early sign of her remarkable resilience. Finding love again and facing heartbreak. Once more. In 2012, Ainsley found love again with Will Proctor, a former college football star turned financial executive. Their love story seemed perfect, two ambitious professionals who supported each other's dreams. They married that same year and a few months later welcomed their daughter, Hayden Dubose. Motherhood brought immense joy to Ainsley, and she often described Hayden as her greatest blessing. But the happiness was short-lived. After suffering a miscarriage while trying for a second child, Ainsley was heartbroken. She chose to speak publicly about the loss, using her platform to connect with women who had endured the same pain. Her openness resonated with many, and it showed a more vulnerable human side of her. Yet the emotional strain took a toll on her marriage. Reports later surfaced that Will had been unfaithful, and in 2019, Ainsley faced her second devastating divorce, another painful reminder that even those who appear to have it all are not spared from heartbreak. The storm of public controversy. As Ainsley's personal life unraveled, her professional world became increasingly turbulent. A vocal supporter of Donald Trump, she found herself both celebrated and criticized for her views. While many conservative viewers admired her loyalty and patriotism, others accused her of bias and spreading misinformation. One of her most controversial moments came during the COVID-19 pandemic, when she said it was the safest time to fly, a comment that clashed with health officials' advice and sparked backlash. Critics accused her of being irresponsible, while supporters defended her as simply being optimistic. Through it all, Ainsley remained calm, standing by her faith and principles. She later admitted that her intentions were never to mislead anyone, only to provide hope during uncertain times. Her ability to face public criticism with humility showed that behind the anchor desk was a woman of depth, conviction, and unbreakable faith. Rumors, romance, and keeping private life. Private. After her divorce from Will Proctor, Ainsley's name once again became a headline, this time linked to fellow Fox News host Sean Hannity. The two were spotted together at a friend's wedding in 2019, and rumors quickly spread that they were dating. Both had recently gone through painful divorces, and their shared experiences seemed to bring them closer. Though neither publicly confirmed the relationship, colleagues described their bond as genuine and respectful. Ainsley and Sean valued their privacy, preferring to keep their connection away from the public eye. What mattered most to them was mutual understanding and support in a world where personal lives are constantly scrutinized. Whether or not they ever make their relationship official, Ainsley has found comfort in companionship. Proof that even after heartbreak, love can find its way back, quietly and sincerely. Owning mistakes and learning from them. Ainsley's career, like any long one in journalism, has had its share of on-air mistakes. From historical slip-ups, such as mistakenly referring to Japan as a communist country during World War II, to insensitive remarks she later apologized for, Ainsley has faced criticism but always taken responsibility. Her willingness to acknowledge her errors publicly and apologize has only strengthened her credibility. It showed audiences that she's not just a polished TV personality, but a real person who learns and grows from experience. These moments of vulnerability made her more relatable to viewers, reinforcing the idea that even public figures are imperfect. Through humility and accountability, she has continued to maintain the trust of her audience, a rare achievement in today's fast-moving media world. A heartbreaking loss and a mother's legacy. In late 2022, tragedy struck again when Ainsley's beloved mother, Dale Elise Earhardt, passed away after years of battling health issues. Dale had suffered a stroke in 2018 and endured complications that required dialysis. Her death at age 72 left a deep void in Ainsley's heart. Despite the immense grief, she returned to work just 2 days later, believing her mother would have wanted her to keep going. On air, Ainsley shared her sorrow with her viewers, revealing the depth of her pain while finding strength through faith. She spoke of her mother's kindness, strength, and unwavering belief in God, values that continue to guide her. Surrounded by family, friends, and her Fox colleagues, Ainsley found healing in gratitude and prayer. Her mother's passing became another reminder that life's hardest moments can still inspire strength, love, and purpose. Finding faith. Through the darkness, through every challenge, failed marriages, public scrutiny, and personal loss, Ainsley Earhardt has remained anchored by her faith. She often credits God for giving her the resilience to keep moving forward when life feels unbearable. Her story is not one of constant success, but of perseverance in the face of pain. Behind her television smile is a woman who has learned to balance vulnerability with courage and who continues to inspire millions with her authenticity. Ainsley's journey proves that no matter how public the spotlight, true strength often shines brightest in private, in prayer, in healing, and in the quiet act of choosing hope again and again.